It's not happening now. It happened to my father in the 70s. Even as kids, we knew that there was a Satyagraha movement and there was an Andolan and stuff. Halla bol, halla. Okay.
Hello and welcome to Outlook India. We are here joined by Dr. Palash Sen, who has extended support to his doctor colleagues currently on a strike in West Bengal and several other parts of the country. Their demands are simple. Make sure that we have security and safety in government and private hospitals. Dr. Sen, thank you so much for speaking to Outlook
Thank you. It's
India.
nice to be called Dr. Sen. Thank you.
My simple first question is, how do you view these protests, first of all? And it seems that the protests now that have already lasted almost a week in West Bengal, they seem to have triggered a healthcare crisis as well in the country. How do you view the entire thing?
So it's a strange situation to be in, and it's a very unhappy situation to be in. What I would like to say to, first of all the people who are condemning this fact that why are they striking. See, it's very, very important for everybody to feel secure and safe, and especially for doctors who are actually putting their lives on the line. It's not only the soldiers on the border. Doctors also put their lives on the line, because we are treating people without worrying about what infectious disease that person has or what is the other conditions that could affect us also. So doctors are treating everybody like that. First is that. Secondly, to be assaulted by anybody because of whatever reason, I think is not right, and nobody should be taking law in their hands. And especially in our country, the government hospitals, there is no security at all. In private hospitals, I think still there are levels of security. People can pass them and then reach the patient inside. But over in a government colleges, government medical hospitals and colleges, people can just walk into the ICU or into the intensive care unit, into the casualty, wherever they want to walk, they can just walk in. I think that is what everybody is demanding, that there has to be some kind of security that should be ensured for the doctors. See, lives are not really in our hands. Lives, we are only there to treat, we cannot cure. I mean, I've said this earlier also, cure is in the hands of God. So people will have to understand that the doctor is just an instrument to treat. Now the other side, that okay, fine, the health services are getting affected. The problem is that we are living in times, and we're living in a system where the only way to and it's been like this for many years, the only way to make your voice heard is to strike work. It's very sad, but that's the way things happen in a democracy. And it's not only us, I think for years and years, starting from the times of Gandhiji and all, they were always, the way to protest was to strike work or go on some kind of dharna or andolan. So I think this is what these boys are also doing, or these boys and girls are doing. But at the same time, please understand, they have not struck work in the emergency services. It's only the OPD that's affected. The emergency services are still functioning, casualties are still functioning.
But many would say, and the criticism is such that because the ratio of doctors per patient is so low in our country, that probably there could have been another way to protest, probably a phased protest wherein, let's say 100 doctors are protesting and 100 doctors are still working.
We are talking about kids who are about 21, 22 years old, 23 years old. They're just fresh doctors, they're junior doctors. And I think itna wo sochenge nahi. People in their 60s and 70s are not thinking that much. How do you expect a 21-year-old, 22-year-old to think that much? We're going to do it in a phased way, and we're going to do it like this, and we're going to do it like that. Also, it is not the first incident that this has happened. I just on social media, I just spoke about my father who was assaulted in the 70s. So you can imagine this has been going on for many years, and there's never been a concrete step taken by anybody. And we've had various governments. I just feel at a point, I think it's almost like a boiling point now. So if everything just tipped over, that ab ho gaya. And also please understand, we're living in times of social media, and the level of patience and tolerance actually will obviously get affected if somebody is getting hit, and that the junior doctor who got hit, his skull is fractured. So I mean, everybody's just thinking like, okay, fine, aaj iske saath hua hai, kal mere saath bhi ho sakta hai.
Are you Dr. Sen suggesting that this is perhaps an accumulation of anger among doctors?
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, I mean, what we are speaking about right now, Arif, we spoke about something like this about 4-5 years back also. Something similar had happened, and that time also I spoke about this, that it's not happening now. It happened to my father in the 70s. It happened to my colleague in the 90s. We are 2019 and still things like these are happening, because there is no thought that there is a requirement of safety in hospitals too. If you go to a hospital, you'll know that एक इंसान के साथ कम से कम 50 लोग अंदर घुस जाते हैं. And in India it is supposed to be like, if somebody is going to the hospital, everybody has to be there. It's like a barat. It is not supposed to be like that. You're carrying infections inside, you're carrying infections outside. I think it's important that the government makes some kind of a rule, and there is some kind of a law by which more than 1 or 2 people cannot accompany a patient.
Would you like to dedicate a song to these these doctors who've been protesting for almost a week now, demanding something that is perhaps justified, you know, a high time we heard them.
No, don't say perhaps justified. It is justified, Arif. It is very, very justified, because as I'm saying again and again and again, you know, it's not something that has come to us now. You know, even as kids, we knew that there was a Satyagraha movement and there was an Andolan and stuff, and there were people over the years have, you know, struck work to actually get their voice heard, and it's happened for so many years. So it is not only these kids who are doing it. It's a precedent that's been set by our forefathers. You know, you can't change that, and that is the politic of this country. You know, you can't change it. You know, and I mean, strangely, the person that they are actually really striking work against is one of the biggest, you know, what should I say, role models when it comes to strikes and striking work and andolans and, you know, stuff like that. So I mean, it's not right to be thinking that this is not justified. It is justified. And the song that you know, I would like to really sing for all my doctor brothers and sisters is something that we have done previously. It's a song called Halla Bol. And you know, in this country, wherever there has been any kind of a movement, the word Halla Bol has always been there. So
Yeah, all right.
Halla bol, halla bol, halla. ठीक है? One more time. So we'll take it again. 1, 2, 1, 2. हल्ला बोल, झूठ का तू बजा दे ढोल, सच्चाई का हाथ थाम कर हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, सबका मिलके खोलो पोल, सच्चाई का हाथ थाम के हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, है हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हे हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल। बिप्लब दीर्घजीवी हुक।